And we are recording, and I'm going to share my screen so see the slides. Okay, are you able to see the slides? Okay, perfect. And let's see here. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm going to do it like that. All right, so we're ready to roll. I am Rebecca Colby, and I'm a business leader in Shaklee. I'm excited to be here tonight, and we're going to record this. We have been planning to share this with some people that were interested in learning a little bit about Shaklee and a little bit about the Shaklee business, which is probably my favorite topic to talk about on some of these chats and some of these meetings that we do. I just love it. I love the whole company, and I'm going to share a little bit about my story with you. And I love sharing this piece of it because this opens up so many things for people with, as you can see on the slide, we have, live younger, longer, love your life 2018. This is our theme for the year. And I just love it because what this company has done for me and what the products have done and the business has done for me and so many others is really opened up so many possibilities that I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to start by sharing my story. This is me and my husband and our children and our dogs. They're part of our family as well. And our kids are just wonderful, and they are a big part of our Shaklee story. I have to backtrack a little bit where my story starts before I was born. Basically, my parents found Shaklee in the mid-1970s, and it really helped my mom to turn over her health in a positive way. And so it was something I grew up with but didn't appreciate until I went to college. And after college, I left it behind. And after college, when we started our family and had Andrew, I was kind of a mess hormonally and kind of looking for different things. And first step was introducing the cleaners to our family again by talking to some moms at a mom's group. And we started to use some of the green cleaning products, which led to other products and which led to my husband, who is a scientist, a professor, a pharmacist, a chemist, and he specializes in dietary supplements, which is the bulk of what Shaklee has, and natural products. And when he started to look into the science, he was absolutely blown away. And so David started to use a lot of the products, and then I slowly started to use the products after our second son, Benjamin, was born prematurely, and I really needed to make a change with my health. Many people that I talk to with Shaklee are just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that's where I was. The low energy, the heavy weight, I was all of those things, the hormonal, mess, basically, as I say. And, my mentor in Shaklee, Joyce Hoffman, has been with the company since 1969. She's a registered nurse. She said, maybe it's time that you started to look at the products for yourself, the supplements and the protein and the weight management program. And I was ready to make a big change. And so I did. And over time, like my mom, I was able to rebuild my health. So that's where it started. And slowly I've been just sharing the products and the business. And now in the last few years, more directly sharing the business with people. And it's been fantastic, helping people and really open up possibilities. And one of the biggest things that I'm going to talk about here that opened up to me is the personal development piece that's happened with Shaklee, something that I never expected. My background's in music therapy, and that's a wellness helping profession that took me out of the house. And with Shaklee, I could do it side by side with my kids. My husband, David, is the breadwinner in our family, and this takes off some of the burden for our student loans that we're paying down and things like that. So it's really, it's been a blessing for me to be able to serve in this way and to help people in this way. And it feels that need to still, do something work-wise, but also be home with my kids and being really flexible with them. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about a few different avenues of Shaklee. We have the products, we have the income, and we have the community. And as you can see here in Shaklee, we provide a healthier life for everyone and a better life for anyone who chooses that. So I love this slide. This is our 100 years of innovation plus, where you're not going to find another company that has what we have in Shaklee. And you can see all the way back to 1915, Dr. Shaklee, who founded our company, made the very first multivitamin in the United States. He made the first biodegradable cleaning product in 1960. He made the very first protein powder in 1961, and so on. And you can see this goes, actually, I'm missing a few pieces here that go into 2017 with our new youth skincare line and our sports nutrition. There's so much. And Dr. Shaklee had this original philosophy of everything being in harmony with nature. And that has carried through to the present time. We are the #1 natural nutrition company in the United States, and a company of integrity and history and science and patents, and so much richness that you're not going to find in another company. We realize that there's a lot of choices out there with home-based businesses, network marketing, if you will. Shaklee was one of the first, and we continue to be one of the first, or the first, as this innovation in science and products develops. And, from a business standpoint, there's something for everyone. It's something that I love about this. If somebody's looking for healthy nutrition, healthy weight, healthy skincare, sports nutrition, children's health, green cleaning products, and also the business, we have it. So we're not, compartmentalizing into one area, and there's literally something for everyone, which I really, truly love. Okay, here's a picture of the young Dr. Shaklee and the scientist that started the company. And then here's Roger Barnett, and he is our CEO that bought the company in 2004. And even during the recession, starting in 2008, and the housing bubble that burst and all of that, our company grew, and it doubled, and it kept to go up because people are looking for what we have. And it's something that's sustainable. It's something that people feel better on. And it's also something that works. You can see this quote from Roger where it says, we all have the same basic needs: health, because without it, we have nothing; income, but because without it, because we all need a way to sustain our lives and families. But the third is to know that what we do has purpose and has meaning. And we're privileged to help with all three of these. With Shaklee, like I said, with my husband being impressed with the science, we have the clinical results without the compromise. Some companies may say they have science, but when you actually call the company or ask for the clinical trials or the proof, crickets. You don't get that from them. Or maybe they have one in-house study or a couple of in-house studies. Shaklee has over 100 publications in top peer-reviewed medical journals and science journals and nursing journals. And we go beyond organic with the testing, and going beyond what's required for the organic label and what's required by the United States Pharmacopoeia. Okay, so everything in Shaklee, 100% money back guaranteed. And from a distributor standpoint, I love that. The company backs us. It's a wonderful company. When I have to call field support, they're wonderful, they're cheery. It does not take me long to get through to them, and they're always helpful. And with everything in Shaklee, it's safe, it's proven, and it's guaranteed. I have a few quotes here from some of my friends in Shaklee. This is Harper and her husband Ryan and their wonderful family in Chicago, and they are at the top ranks of Shaklee. They're a young family, and they worked hard in the last years to do this. And she says, "The income from our Shaklee business has given us the gift of living an integrated life of faith, family, and business. We are able to do what we feel called to do, and not what we have to do. The business allows us to improve our lives without compromising our values and our priorities." And from Tiffany and Mary Vin, mother-daughter team, and the mother's on the right with the sunglasses, if you're wondering. It's so much fun to see others experience growth or meet a goal, whether it's financial, health-wise, or even just being more fulfilled and content. I know I'm making a difference, and I'm proud to help others succeed. And that's Mary, the mother. And then Tiffany says, "When my mother started her business in Shaklee, I could not see it for myself. But when I realized I could pay down my own way through college," and she goes to Harvard, not cheap, "while paving the way for income in my retirement years, that's incredible." So the opportunity, it's flexible, it's simple, it's social, and it's mobile. So basically what you put into it is what you get back. Very flexible. I do this in the pockets of my day. I have 2 young kids, as you saw, and we have activities and we have school events. And today I was in my first graders classroom helping out, and we can do that in this business, which is wonderful. Some people have part-time and full-time jobs alongside of Shaklee as they build their Shaklee income, and that's flexible, and they're able to do that as well. It's very simple. Not always an easy business because we're out there, we're talking to people, which is important. That's part of our process, and we have lots of training to help you to do that. But it is a simple business. It's social, having conversations, talking with people, and mobile. With the smartphone, it makes it pretty easy to share Shaklee. I like this slide because it shows kind of in a nutshell what we're about as far as the business the background of the business. We have different leadership ranks in Shaklee, starting with our director. The average annual income there is over $10,000. A lot of people, look at the executive coordinator level, $48,000, or maybe the senior executive coordinator at $63,000 a year as replacement income. So sometimes people are looking to get out of their corporate job or a job that they're not really happy in. They want to be home with their kids or grandkids, and that might be the replacement for them. Some people are looking, bigger and look all the way up to the presidential master coordinator, where the average annual income is over $600,000 a year. You can see the time that is put into this per week. 6 to 20 hours a week can put you in some of these leadership ranks. And for many people, the director level at an extra $10,000 a year could be the difference from foreclosing on their home or, getting out of debt, things like that. So that can make a huge difference. So you can kind of see that what you put in and what you choose to put in is up to you. You don't have a boss in Shaklee, but in our team, we work together. We have teamwork. We help one another. There's a lot of training and support and different things that you can plug into as you have the time or want to put the time in to advance your business. Okay, I like talking about incentives and recognition because at Shaklee, the Shaklee family is wonderful at recognizing people for helping and for serving. And everything I'm going to talk about in these next few slides is a symbol of helping and serving other people. So we have a wonderful car program, and this starts early on in the compensation plan, which I believe is unique to Shaklee. This is something that was a blessing to my husband and I because the car that this car program replaced was starting to have some major repairs that it needed. It was old. It was my first car that I ever purchased, so it was about 13 years old when we got rid of it. Still running because it was a good car, but it also, like I said, had some more costly repairs. So it was a real blessing for us to be able to upgrade and have Shaklee pick up the tab on that. And then there's the life-changing experiences with the different trips. These are things that, again, people can, kind of put on their list to travel for free with Shaklee. But again, a symbol of what we're doing by helping other people, that greater mission. We have a new directors conference that my husband and I went on a few years ago. My parents went on a few years before we did. This is to the San Francisco Bay Area. They do this once or twice a year, and it's a wonderful conference. Early on in that compensation plan, at that first level of director, you can earn this trip. It's 3 nights and 4 days, and you get to tour our wonderful headquarters, learn by a little conferencing. You get to go to some vineyards and travel a little bit there in that area. You get to see the science labs, the research and development, talk to the scientists. It's really a fantastic trip. When you bump up a couple more ranks and help some people to become a director or above in Shaklee, you can go on the Shaklee Dream Trip. And this year, the trip is a Caribbean cruise, and that's next spring. So we're just starting out right now in January on the qualification for this, which is really fantastic because anybody can earn this trip. It's really open for anybody. And when I mean anybody, I truly mean that. People can come in brand new distributor early on in the year and be on this trip. You can see a little bit more of this with the ship. I've been on, last year I went to Playa del Carmen, Mexico on this dream trip. It's fantastic. Red carpet treatment. I'm going to be going this spring also to Los Cabos, Mexico with the dream trip. And really, when you travel Shaklee style, there's nothing like it. It's really, really fantastic. And it's just really a lot of fun. We always have a top achievers trip as well for people that are a little higher in the ranks. And this year it is to Greece. And this is pretty much a bucket list trip. You can see here 7 days, 6 nights. And this is a trip that, again, anybody can earn with a little more effort, but it's totally doable because we are at the beginning of the year and anybody can do that. So how do you see yourself fitting in? I know that I went through a lot of stuff pretty quickly, but I wanted to kind of give you, kind of scratch the surface. And the intent is, if you're listening to the recording or live, to talk to the person that invited you to listen to this, because this is scratching the surface for you to have that conversation to dive a little deeper. We have some wonderful specials that I want to share with you guys. If you're listening anytime close to when I'm recording this, you can get in on these specials. So joining as a distributor, we have a basic distributor kit that is fantastic. It gives you your website for 3 months. After that, it's $15 a month if you choose to keep it, which I recommend. It has catalogs and some brochures and things that you can help you to get started. That kit is free in January with any purchase, and I recommend that you decide or think about upgrading right away to our qualified distributor. And I'm going to explain what that is. So with that kit, you're a basic distributor here. You can have some basic bonuses and opens up some things. But as a qualified distributor, you open up so much more, all the different ways to earn in Shaklee and really to start building your business on a bigger scale if you choose to now or even in the future. This is one of the ways that you can do that. So you get that $49.95 kit for free this month, which actually ends tomorrow, January 31st. 2018. And then if you decide to purchase a success pack at the time that you're upgrading to distributor or becoming a distributor, you can get 30% off of these success packs. This is highlighting our healthy weight and cleanse because many people are thinking that about that at the beginning of this year. Gives you an idea. You get a ton of products that you can use personally, that you can give samples of, that you can sell if you choose to. I always recommend using products and getting used to the products so you can have a story to tell and share with people. And you're buying from your own business, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of get an idea. These packs run anywhere from $200 to $300 typically. And here's the rest of the other packs. So if somebody wants to specialize in the skincare, you can do that. You can see the value and what you would pay. The PV is for distributors, so that would turn into your bonus check at the end of the month. We have a core nutrition pack, a healthy weight and cleanse pack that I just showed, sports nutrition pack, a best sellers pack, which has our cleaning products and some of our extra vitamins and some of the things that are, good foundational things. That's a really great pack to start with if you're kind of not knowing where to start. And then if you're ready, I Want It All is a really great value because you basically get everything. These are a business in a box, basically, and I just love what you get. Now, you can get as many of these packs as you want at the time of upgrade for that 30% off, okay? So this slide I wanted to show because we have a few pictures of things that you might see at a conference or at a trip. And, I have my picture from Playa del Carmen there. Some of our team is down here at the bottom at the global conference in Atlanta last summer. We just had a blast. Some of the girls ended up on the Shaklee. This is a corporate picture, and they were having fun at the conference. It's really, really a fun family to be a part of. I just love Shaklee, and I love being a part of this. It really is unique and different in many ways that I hope you saw tonight. And I wanted to share a little snapshot of what Shaklee is about. And please feel free, if you thought of people as we were talking tonight through some of this that might be interested in this, please feel free to get the recording from the person that introduced you and to share it with them. Now, I promised a special. Again, this is time sensitive, so if you're listening to the recording, talk to the person that invited you for the current specials. But right now, through tomorrow, January 31st, 2018, like I said, you can upgrade for free. You can become a member for free with any purchase, and that would kind of get you into using the products at a discounted rate. But if you want to become a distributor, this is a really great time to do that. They're waiving that $50 distributor fee, and in our group, the Waterways group, you can get free shipping on any or as many of those success packs that I talked about tonight. The free shipping, that can really, if it's a heavier package, that can be a good savings for you as well. So again, talk to me or the person that invited you to take a look at this, and we can get you set up. Our team is booming this month with this special. I counted, I believe, 10 people that upgraded or became distributors on our team and our organization this month, and that number is still growing because we have one more full day tomorrow, and I know at least 4 or 5 others that are planning on it tomorrow. So I'm thrilled with that because Shaklee is just a wonderful place to be and a wonderful place to grow, to learn at whatever pace you want to do that. So I'm going to stop the recording. So for those of you who are on can ask questions, but thank you all for taking some time to listen today.
Thanks, Rebecca.